Review time, Pot! And I wanted to go to the land of the free and the home of the brave, so I logged onto the internet. The unconquered territories. Now, you have to understand history if you want to know the future, but you have to also understand the present times. And what is the present times? We are living in February 20th, 2015. That's today. Now, what they want to do is they want to conquer the internet. Why? Because it's the essential tool for the New World Order plan. How do you have a one world government, one world currency, one world religion? How are you going to spread the message without the internet? It is the essential tool, but it is also a massive stumbling block to their agenda because it exposes their plan. See, in the last age, things were hidden. The real truths of what's really going on is hidden. Occult secrets. People felt really special because they knew and everybody else didn't know. Well, all those occult secrets in this next age, what they call the Aquarius age, will be revealed for all to see. And you think it's just going to be all this one world government, one world religion where everybody's going to be believing the same thing. Yeah. But at the same time, people are going to be given a choice. Do you want to follow that way or do you want to follow this way? It's up to you. That's what I'm here to do. Anyways, U.S. outdone by terrorists on social media battlefield. Experts say. Who are the experts? United States is losing the digital propaganda war to the Islamic State. And other extremist groups. Now, you're thinking to yourself, Islamic State, oh yeah. It's really about this right here. Other extremist groups. See, Islamic states and the United States, United Nations, are working together. They are cooperating to bring about this internet takeover. Just like Al-Qaeda and the United States, United Nations, all those in the New World Order, all those who have the New World Order plan, agenda, were working with Al-Qaeda to go over to Iraq, Afghanistan, and take over those territories and establish democracy, which is really just New World Order infrastructure. They want to do that with the internet, working with ISIS. So far, ISIS has been very effective in helping them get their New World Order agenda. Let's see here. What excuse are they making up? Well, we are outdone in content, quantity, and quality. Let's see here. In a presentation at the White House Summit to counter violent extremism. See that? That's why they stage hoaxes. See, they just can't go after people saying conspiracy theories and Second Amendment. No. Because they'll look bad like that. Then they'll be exposed. But what they do is they do violent things. They use these fake people and they use them as the example of what these ideologies bring. So then they can go after them. See, people will rally if a life is lost. But as far as like ideologies and stuff, people really don't care. As you can see, though, the world is compassionate. People do care about people and people do care about lives. But let's look here. Government is ill-placed to lead in the battle of ideas. Well, really? You jokers got the mainstream media. Why? I mean, you have the TV. You have the radio. I mean, what the heck? See, they're threatened. Assistant to President Obama on Homeland Security told the conference that she met with executives from Silicon Valley on how to establish a counter-narrative to terrorists who are exploiting our young people using Twitter and Facebook. Now, let me really talk to you here. Who's going to want to join up with people who are doing beheadings on other people? Just in general, nobody's going to want to do that. Nobody's going to want to be associated with that. That's just general common sense. But see, this is their excuse, so that's why it's not making any sense. Look here, we got Katie Sellout here, and we see this exclusive here, the global war on terror. This is what they're trying to do here now in the year 2015. Johnson tells Yahoo Global News anchor Katie Couric that the United States has entered a new phase in the global war on terror. The secretary admits that tracking Americans traveling abroad to join the Islamic State, along with the group's growing use of the social media, has proven a difficult challenge. This is what they are after. They are using this excuse so they can take over the internet and use their fake accounts too. Let's see here. U.S. government wants to get better at social media to fight ISIS propaganda. Yeah, right. U.S. government isn't just fighting ISIS on the ground. it's also been battling the terrorist group online, trying to counteract ISIS propaganda and messaging of its own. But those efforts have not been particularly successful, according to the New York Times. And now the U.S. is hoping to streamline and strengthen its messaging in an attempt to counteract ISIS work. This means that the government wants to get better at using social media. To do that, the U.S. government reportedly plans to bring all of its counter-messaging attempts under one roof. They're going to roll out this plan this week, and they say under the new plan, the Center for Strategic Counterterrorism Communications will coordinate Twitter accounts, what I told you about them fake accounts, from across the government to get its messages out. According to the Times, this includes more than 350 State Department accounts, those of embassies, consulates, and individuals, as well as accounts from Homeland Security, the Pentagon, and international allies. The agency has thus far been criticized for operating too independent from the rest of the government, so this plan may well resolve that. The strangest part of this strategy is that in many ways the U.S. government is really just trying to figure out how to improve its social media presence. We're getting beaten on volume, so the only way to compete is by aggregating, curating, and amplifying existing content. They're just making an excuse to put out more lies. Stengel says that this will involve sharing news and opinion stories on Twitter. That's one of the things. Let's see, opinion stories. You mean like people saying, Sandy Hook truthers are crazy? Yeah, I think stuff like that. This is why you have all the new legislation coming out. This is why you have this puppet at the summit of violent extremism talking about ISIS and conspiracy theorists, just like David Cameron, in the same speech. This is what the agenda is all about. Red Silver J, all I gotta say.